What's up everyone, welcome back. So I'm often asked this question, what rooting hormone should we use for our succulents or for any plants? Especially with succulents, in order for them to root, what kind of rooting hormone should we use? Now guys, let me be completely honest, it has been in total of 12 to 13 years of gardening and keeping succulents. It might be around 8, 9 or maybe 10 years, and till date, that is from the time I started till date, I haven't used a pinch of rooting hormone for any of my plants, including succulents. So all I do is I cut my succulents and keep it aside. At times I might keep them on stand like this. If you remember, I had made one of these. It has worked out really well and I'm very happy. I don't think all of them have rooted because I'd recently done the cutting, but let me check. As you can see, yes, few of them have started to root, but I'll wait for some more time. And of course there are going to be dry leaves. That is a very normal process. We do not need to be worried. So this stand has come in very handy because a lot of times it might rain. So what happens is that when it rains, the floor gets wet, but because this is elevated, the water does not come in contact with the stems, and the stems are nice and dry, and you can see how well they are rooting. So I'm extremely happy with this, and I can put a lot of cuttings on this. So I just cut them, I put them on this, the stems start to dry, they start to heal, and most of the times I don't even have to pick up the succulent. I can see it from beneath itself that whether they have air rooted or not. So this is a Graptosedum ghosty that I had done the cutting some time back, and I'm going to show you how it tends to look like right now. And there you go. As you can see, some of the dry leaves have fallen in this container. It was an empty container. I do not use any water, I don't spray any water, no rooting hormone. I just cut them and keep them in this. I had waited for the part to get calloused, and then I left it in this container, and I completely forgot about it. And now you can see how well they have rooted. I would say as soon as you cut, do not put it in a closed container because there has to be air circulation so that the cut part can dry. And once it was calloused, I couldn't find any space to keep this because this one has a little bit of a curved stem, so it is very difficult to put it on this. So that's why I had left it in this container, and you can see how beautifully the roots have grown. Now there are some people who tend to propagate succulents in water. I'm not very sure how it tends to work out. Someone had tried it, they failed. Now remember guys, whenever you are doing water propagation, it is possible they will root, but remember those roots will be accustomed to the water. So as soon as you take it out from water and put it into the soil, those roots will start to fall. These roots have been grown outside water, they have been in the environment, so these roots, even if you put them into the soil, they do not fall. In fact, they will start to grow. I have seen this happening before, so I can tell you this with 100% guarantee that these roots will not fall. They will in fact start to grow as they come in contact with soil. So now it has air rooted, there are enough air roots, so I will be planting it into a pot. I am not very sure if I've ever made a video, or probably I have made a video and I don't remember because there are so many videos on my channel that I forget which videos I have made. So there is a drain hole, going to cover it up. We have a soil mix which is loose, porous, well draining, sandy. This soil mix does not have any pumice. If you want, you can even add pumice and perlite. Both are inorganic and helps in drainage, air circulation within the soil, helps to make the soil mix loose, porous, well draining, so you can use it. So now we are going to place a succulent in the center and we will fill it up with some more soil. Ensure that the roots are beneath the soil. So we have repotted our succulent, looks absolutely stunning. Always ensure that the succulent is in the center, and that's about it. We are not going to be watering this succulent. As you can see, the leaves are, they're not completely dehydrated. There is enough water, which means that it can sustain for another, let's say 4 days, 5 days, or even up to a week. Because this succulent is kept in indirect bright light, it will be kept in indirect bright light. What I'm going to do is I will water it. Let's say after 6 days, I will water it. I will wait for all the leaves to get plump, and then I'm going to do a slow acclimation to morning direct sunlight. This particular succulent would not require a very long process of acclimation because it's already very compact. There is no stretch. It has a good amount of color. So 1 week of acclimation is more than enough for this kind of succulent. So this is our Graptosedum ghosty. Absolutely love this succulent. Very easy, low maintenance. If you are a beginner, definitely add this in your collection. This succulent will start to trail as and when it starts to mature. That's why you've seen there was a bent stem. Because Graptosedums, Graptosedums, Graptovarias, these are the succulents that start to bend and trail out of the pot as and when they start to get mature. That is a very common thing. You do not need to be worried. It's nothing related with light. That is how Graptopetalum and sedums tend to grow. Now, because these are a hybrid with Grapto and sedum, so they also have the same characteristics of their parentage. So they start to trail as and when they start to grow. So that's it for today, guys. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep planting.